Welcome to this week's edition of WTHS News. I'm Taylor Russell.
And I'm Perry Hirschfeld. Today is Friday, March 4th. Here are this week's top stories.
THS Club DECA just returned from state where 19 people placed in the top 6 in their event.
Let's see what some of the DECA members have to say about their experience in competition.
We have about 30 minutes to prepare, and we just write down ideas based on the role play we're given and just go in there and make sure that we're giving good eye contact and saying all the right things that we need to say.
Well, first year I took it very seriously and I did a lot of practice tests and I completely memorized my speech, but this year I kind of took the approach of just let's see what happens and winging it, so that's what I did.
I prepared for my event by taking a 100-question test in 60 minutes multiple times. I even took my book home, and I looked through my book and did tests, and I did practice role plays with my little cousin, which she didn't really know what to, do, but, just the extra practice and interviewing and everything was, helping me get it ready for my interview.
I think the main thing is the actual experience of it and getting to meet new people and people who actually do this for a living, and just assuming the role early gives you a head start.
Well, before we see our role play, we know nothing about it, and we go into a room and have 10 minutes of prep time, and during that time, we just read our role play and take notes on it. And then as soon as we're finished taking our notes, we go into a room with a judge and assume the role of whatever our role play was about.
I think it's starting to warm up, just in time for spring break.
Yeah, me too. Let's go to Kendall and Lexi for this week's weather.
Thanks, Taylor and Perry. I'm Lexi.
And I'm Kendall, and this is your 7-day forecast. For you baseball fans, this weekend is perfect with the highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s, so be sure to support our boys.
Oh, and don't forget the basketball team as they travel to Jackson for the playoffs, so follow the game on Twitter.
It's going to get a little hotter on Monday with highs in the 70s.
Oh, and for the rest of the week, there's highs in the 70s and lows in the 50s. And don't forget to bring out your umbrella as you support THS Athletics because there's a chance for rain. Back to y'all in the studio.
There's 3 types of people in this world. Those who watch it happen, those who wonder what happened, and those who make it happen. Make it happen.
Well, that just happened.
Anyway, with a new coach and a new season ahead, Tupelo softball has begun.
We caught up with some of the players to see how they expect this season to go.
Well, this year we got a new coach. He's from Nettleton. His name is Coach Ray. I really love him. He's been my favorite coach I've ever had since I've been in 7th grade playing on the softball team. He's a lot of fun to be around, and I think he's going to lead us really far this season. Being the only senior on the team requires me to be a leader to my teammates because they all look up to me. And I have to do the right thing and be a good teammate and have good sportsmanship so that other teammates on the team can look up to me.
This is my 5th year playing for the high school, and so far Coach Ray has exceeded my expectations. He does a great job of preparing us for game-like situations and makes sure that we know what to do when the ball's hit to us. He does a great job of telling us how to fix something we're doing wrong instead of expecting us to know what to do.
Being a catcher and a pitcher is very difficult because it's 2 different positions, but it's a lot of fun. I love both positions. I love playing with my sister. She's a great role model and she's a great athlete.
We only have one senior on the team, so as a junior I feel like we should really step up and help the younger kids. We have a really young team, not that many older kids that play, so it really falls on the juniors and seniors to make sure that we're great leaders and we have a positive attitude and we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of WTHS News. I'm Perry Hirschfeld.
And I'm Taylor Russell.
Catch y'all after spring break.